it's Deb here with Creative Life. Thanks so much for joining me today, and thank you for being here with me. And today I have some fun tags we're going to make using the new Sweet Valentine's Basics that is from the February Scrapbooking Kit from Trace Jolie. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started with putting glue on the back of our chipboard tag. And we're going to go ahead and just adhere that to one of your pattern papers, whatever one you would like. And this is the one that has the brick on the front, and that's what I'm going to be decorating. And then I went ahead and cut this out, and you're going to do this for both of your chipboard tags. Now the chipboard tags are sold in the Trace Jolie shop, and I'll put a link down in the description box. Now we're going to go ahead and play with this fun little love key chipboard piece. And this comes in your scrapbook kit. And so what I did here is I went ahead and I used some textured paste. Now the textured paste is being used from last month's kit with all of the mixed media basics that you received last year or last month. And so I went ahead and placed texture paste on top of the word love. And then I grabbed my modeling paste and I went ahead and placed some of the pink Pearl X on top of or mix it in with that modeling paste. And you'll see here in a minute. Then I'm just going to grab that and I'm going to go ahead and just grab my little spatula here. And I'm just going to place that in there and I'm going to mix that all up. And that I'm going to go over the textured paste with that mixture. So now your Pearl X is pretty shiny and it's so pretty. And I just love the way that this turned out. It is just so pretty. So I actually did this twice and I just absolutely love how this turned out. Now I decided to go ahead and just place it on with my finger because it was just taking too long. The little brush was just taking too long. I just couldn't. So yeah, I just felt like I got more coverage with using my fingers. So you can see it's kind of shiny and it's all done. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get the flakes. Now the flakes come in your mixed media kit along with the Pearl X that we just used. And this is the glue. And the glue that I'm using is the Gilding Flake glue. I think that's what it's called. Here, let's see here. It's called Medium 4 Pigments. So actually, or Gilding Flakes or Gilding Effects and Metal. So you can use this for your both the Pearl X and you can use it for your gilding flakes. So here what I did is I grabbed the glue, placed it on top of the key, and I did little sections at a time. I didn't do like the whole thing at once. I just did little sections. So I put the glue down first in a little small section and then went ahead and grabbed the gilding flakes and then placed it on top of the key. And you're going to go ahead and do this all the way down. So here I'm grabbing some more glue, and it doesn't take a lot to have this stuff stick down. So you don't need to like overdo it with the glue. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm patting that down with my brush. You can use your hands, but I'm telling you that this stuff is really sticky. So, so I'm using my 3D glue now, and this stuff is like really sticky. So the gilding flakes will stick to you. Okay, and you can, of course, washes off and everything, but I decided to go ahead and use my little bone folder here to help me. So I'm using two different tools at the same time. So because like I said, the gilding flakes will stick to you and they get everywhere. So, but it is such a fun product to use. So yeah, so I went ahead and went all the way around the key. And I have to say, I really had a good time using this. A little messy, but it's a fun time. I really do like the effect of these gilding flakes, and they are such a pretty color. It's kind of like that rose gold, and it's just gorgeous. And so here I'm just kind of putting down the gilding flakes around that area, and because it was getting kind of sticky everywhere, everything just kept sticking to each other, and so it looks like I'm putting a lot on, but I'm really not. I'm picking up little bits and pieces to add on there, and because I don't want to get like big huge pieces because I don't need those, just little pieces, and you just want to stick those on there. It is really fun. Okay, then once your gilding flakes are dried and everything is done, you can grab a little cloth and then just kind of go over the gilding flakes, and it will just wipe off the excess little flakes that are around there that don't need to be on there, because they're just flaking off. So you can definitely do that. You can see some of mine are just flaking off, and that is okay. So next, what I decided to do was, because I wanted the top part more pink, I took my Versamark and I went ahead and went over it with the on top of that love, and then I went ahead and spread the Pearl on top, and then went ahead and used my heat gun to set it. So for some reason, the video stopped recording at that point, and so I am telling you that's what I did to create more of a pink look on top of the word love. Okay, so just get your Versamark, pour the Pearl, and then put the heat gun on it. Next, I'm grabbing some of these beautiful flowers from the kit. And again, I'm using the scrapbook kit. And I'm just going to go ahead and set those in there just like that. And I was going to put that little grapevine wreath right there. But then nothing seemed to be, it just wouldn't, the love key and the key wouldn't fit in there. So I decided to go ahead and lay this tag. The horizontal, so that way the love would fit on there perfectly. And I really like how this looked. I think it's just a different look to the tags that we use, and we don't usually do it this way, but I really like it. So I decided to go ahead and accent around the um, tag with some gilding flakes. And so I just kind of crumpled them up a little bit and just kind of like stuck them like around the little flowers, and just to add a little bit of shiny and some color there. And like I said, I didn't add a whole bunch, just added a little bit. And then yeah, I think it really added a little bit of color to the tag. Just a little bit around some areas. Like I said, I didn't add a whole bunch, just a little bit. And then I went ahead and I actually hot glued that wreath down, the heart wreath. I went ahead and just hot glued that down because it wasn't sticking with the glue. So you may have to use a hot glue, or if you have something else that you want to use, something that's a little bit stickier than the art glitter glue. The next thing I did is I added some water to gesso, and this is what I'm using. And or you can add white paint, whatever you want to do, and lightly place some white gesso all over the flowers. And this helps just lighten them up a little bit, kind of just, so that way they're not so dark, and gives them a little bit of contrast on the flowers. So I really like how that looks. And it's not too much, it's just enough to just kind of lighten up the dark pink one and then the other pink one. And then I grabbed my stickles and I placed stickles all over them, and just sporadically, and I just love how this turned out. So pretty. And then I grabbed my paintbrush and just kind of brushed it all over the flowers. Then I added some flat back pearls and we're done. On to tag number 2. So for tag number 2, again, you're just going to place your glue on your chipboard piece, and then you're going to pick a pattern paper and place that on top of your pattern paper, whichever side you would like. I chose the roses side. I just thought that side was really pretty, and I liked the big blank space in the middle up there. So now I'm just cutting this out and smoothing it out. Next, you're going to need a piece of a square pattern paper that is 4 by 4. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and on your scoreboard in the middle where it is your 6-inch line, you're going to go ahead and mark that with a marker all the way down, and then get your square, put the angles in the middle, and you're going to score at 5 on all 4 sides. Okay, so, and that is that black line that I have in my scoreboard you saw, and that is at the 6-inch line. So next, we're going to go ahead and cut where your score lines intersect. You're going to cut that little triangle piece out, okay? And now you're left with this little envelope. And you're going to go ahead and you're just going to cut out all of those little triangles that intersect right on the edge there on all 4 sides. And then I did go ahead and cut it down a little bit smaller. So where the angles of the flaps meet, I went ahead and just angled that up to that corner of the top flap, okay, where you see that. And then I just cut off a little piece of where the little envelope was sticking out. Next, I went ahead and fussy cut a bunch of items out, and I cut out the little mailbox with the flowers, and then I cut out that little envelope. I just thought that was super cute, and so I thought about setting it on there like that, but then I kind of was like, I kind of like all these hearts, and I really thought that it would be cute for the envelope to hold a bunch of hearts inside of it. So I went ahead and cut out a few more hearts, some big ones and tiny ones, and all the ones that were inside of the cut apart sheet. And yeah, so went ahead and did that. So next I went ahead and placed the envelope together and glued all the flaps together. And then I was just kind of playing around with things, trying to figure out where I wanted them to go. And so, yeah, so I grabbed some of these hearts and just started sticking them inside of there. Now I did place some foam tape on the back of my hearts, and then I also placed some foam tape on the mailbox, and um, and then now I'm gluing down the envelope, and that was so cute. I just love that little envelope. And here I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stick some of these little foam tape on top or on the back of these hearts. And I figured I'd do them all at one time. That way they're all done and I don't have to stop and start, stop and start. So getting all that done and then just kind of putting things inside of there and just, just so that way I know it works. And yeah, I love how this turned out. This is such a cute little tag. Such a cute little tag. And this paper is so cute too. I love how it all coordinates together. And then here was a little key heart. And I decided to go ahead and lay it across like that. And then I went ahead and just placed another heart on top of that key heart. So here I'm just going to go ahead, place everything inside. And I'm just taking the backing off of everything so it's ready to go. And Then I went ahead and stuck some more little foam tape on the back of that little key heart. Then we're going to go ahead and place that down. And now we're just about done as I finish up putting on the glossy accents all over the hearts and the flowers. And I think this tag is so stinking cute. I just love how it looks.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So we finished both of these beautiful tags, and this is from the Scrapbook Kit. Now, we used the flowers, we used the chipboard love with the key, and then we used this beautiful little, a cute little grapevine wreath. And then we used some of the gilding flakes that are in the Mixed Media Kit. Not only did we use them to kind of accent around our tag, but we also used it to decorate our key here. And then we also used some of the textured paste along with some of the, what is that? The Pearlex. That's like, what are we? The Pearlex. We used the Pearlex. That's what it was. And so that is really pretty. And so the gilding flakes and the Pearlex, the pink Pearlex, you will find in your Mixed Media Kit. So here's the Pearlex that we used. It's that pink. It's so pretty. And then here's the gilding flakes. So pretty. So we used that, and I think this turned out super cute. I also did a little technique where you can use your gesso and kind of brush it lightly on top of your flowers, which kind of lightens them up a bit. So, and then I went ahead and got some of my stickles, and I went around all the flowers just to kind of give them a little bit of shiny, sparkly feel. I love how that looks. The roses look so pretty. Or I should say the rose and then these little flowers here. So cute. So there is one tag. I did accent it a little bit with some of the flat back pearls. I think that looks really good. So pretty, right? That would look so pretty on a card, or you could put it on a package or box or something that you're giving to somebody. That would be so pretty. And then here we used we used a lot of the little cut aparts that I fussy cut out of the papers from the scrapbook kit. And I did glossy accents on the hearts and the flowers here in this little heart here. I fussy cut out this little envelope. We actually created a little envelope that is holding all these beautiful little hearts in there. And then I double stacked this heart behind here, and I added the heart up on top of there with some foam tape. And then we added some of the little roses on here, and I think that looks so cute. And again, I went ahead and added some of the flat back pearls. I think that looks so, so pretty. I absolutely love how that looks. And then up here, I just added a cute little bow using some of my seam binding that I had in my stash. So cute. I love how this turned out. So both of these little tags are super cute. And again, you can check out the scrapbook kit in the description box. I have the link down below for you, along with the mixed media kit. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I will also have a link to the chipboard tags down there as well for you. So take care, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Thanks for joining me today. Head on over to Trace Jolie to check out their shop, and please like, subscribe, and comment. And come join me for Friday night live shows, Friday night at 4:30 p.m. Central Time.